ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again. It's Bits and Bytes, baby. All things consumable from all the places you want to be. United States edition. That's right, pump the music. United States edition. Everyone knows what that means. That means America. That means week by week. We're knocking them out the park. 50 states, 50 weeks. Where does that put us? What week is it? Looks like it's week 25. Week 25? What does that mean? Well, week 25 means one thing. Week 25 means we're in the great state of Missouri. Yeah! Missouri! Bring it in, Missouri! It's time to talk. Welcome, everybody, to Bits and Bytes. It's Missouri time at week 25. As always, we got the flag over here. Let's take a look together, shall we? It's looking very Francophile, if you will. Looks like there's two bears. United we stand, divided we fall. I like this vibe. Very cool. What's it say? It is two bears, right? Yes, okay. The state flag of Missouri features a tri-band design of red, white, and blue bands. The red stripe, of course, symbolizes valor. White represents purity. The blue stripe has three different meanings: vigilance, justice, and permanency. Pick one. The design is also a nod to the influence of France during the Missouri's earliest history. Real cool. Good shit, Missouri. We got a lot of food to cover. More drinks than I expected to have here on deck. It's all happening right now, week 25, with the big bad Missouri coming in hot. Weird French type flag. I don't know. Let's bust out them fast facts. And let's see what Missouri's really all about. Fast facts, nicknamed the Show Me State. Ah, I knew there was a state called that. I didn't realize Missouri was the one. The Show Me State. Stupid name. Statehood in 1821, the 24th state. Population, July 2016, just about 6 milli. Capital, Jefferson City. Biggest city, Kansas City. We're back here. Abbreviation, MO. Mo. State bird is a bluebird. Let's see the bluebird. Everyone loves the bird portion of the program. There you are. Look at that little thing. Cool bird. Yeah. All right. That's a state bird, all right. That's a bluebird. And the state flower is a white hawthorn. Yep. Is that bugs on it, or is that just what the vibe of the plant's like? What's with all the it looks like it's swarming in insects. Do we see that? Is it just me? What the hell's that about? Missouri, are you dirt? It also, that is a cute bird. That's a cute. It's pretty cute compared to the other birds, I guess. Whatever, there's your dirty plant. Let's keep it moving. We're not here for the birds. We're not here for the bees. We're not here for the plants. We're here for the food. And the drink. Missouri! Now, if you remember, Missouri, here it is, surrounded by states. Let's look at it again, real big. To the north, we have Iowa. Going clockwise, we have Illinois. Looks like it butts up on Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska. A lot of states there. Are we in the Midwest? Are we in the South? What are we doing here? Mark Twain's in this area? Real strange vibe. Now, if you remember when we did our Kansas show, we took some heavy shits on Missouri and Kansas for sharing Kansas City. Kansas City is both in Missouri and Kansas. And yet again, I'm not going to lie, I feel like I'm confusing all these M states again. Missouri, Montana, It's a lot to handle, man. Anyway, Kansas City, Missouri, from our research, in Kansas City, in Missouri, Kansas City, and Kansas. And then you got St. Louis in Missouri. St. Louis has its own style of barbecue. Kansas City has its own style of barbecue, neither of which we'll be talking about today. We could briefly talk about barbecue sauces and the regional differences, but the biggest sauce that comes out of Missouri is the Kansas City style barbecue sauce, which is generally really thick, KC Masterpiece vibes. Thick, sweet, tangy, It's what you think of when you think of barbecue sauce, pretty much. It's the shit that you get with McNuggets. It's got a lot of liquid smoke in the commercial ones that you're gonna purchase. It's what you would consider American barbecue sauce. I believe is Kansas City style barbecue sauce, in my humblest of opinions. Could we have done a show about St. Louis barbecue? Sure, we could have. Did we? No. Could we have done a show on St. Louis pizza? We could have. Did we? No. We went with some lesser known things. We tried to do the pizza, but it didn't work out. The reason for that is, well, we'll get into that. There's something we got to get into first. We're talking food, we're talking drinks. I was racking my brain about what we're supposed to do. What are you supposed to drink? What is made in Missouri? Now, I had that there was some Missouri-made bourbon, but it's hard for a Jersey boy to get his hand on some of that shit. There's laws involved. There's levels to this game. So I couldn't get my hands on the Missouri bourbon. Not that it would be great, but who knows? What do we have on deck for Missouri? Well, let's show the box. What's in the box? Oh, shit. That's right. A very strange combination, but bear with me. EVERCLEAR is made in Missouri. A fantastic salumi house that makes their own salumi is in Missouri. We brought that in because the pizza place couldn't fucking bring the pizza. We tried. It didn't happen. Emos, I'm looking at you. We might call you. Key lime cream liqueur. Everyone knows Missouri's got the greatest key limes in the planet. That's why they make key lime cream liqueur. Strange mix of drinks. Interesting mix of food. And also, let's not forget the toasted raviolis, which is a unique thing to Missouri. And there's one more thing that's made in Missouri that everybody knows and everybody loves and everybody's had before. And it's Big Bad Budweiser. Is it made there now? Probably not. Did it start there with Eberhard, Anheuser, and Augustus Busch? You're goddamn right it did. Budweiser, the king of beers, a Missouri staple. We gotta drink it while it's cold because I can't drink it any other way. Cheers to Missouri. Let's get this shit show started. Yeah, it's not great. But we're doing it for you. America's lager. Doesn't get more American than a nice icy cold Bud. I wish it was much colder. But what can we do? Budweiser, EVERCLEAR, Kiki, Fried Rav, St. Louis Pizza and Barbecue, and Salumi Bedu, which we're going to talk about. Where do we begin with the food? We should probably get in these toasted ravioli situation. But what else do we got here for Missouri? Let's see. Are we in the South or the Midwest? That's what I have written down here. Unknown. Maybe we'll learn. The St. Louis Arch. Yeah, remember that thing? Let's see that. What is the point of this thing? I couldn't figure it out. I didn't research it, but I've seen it in person. Yeah, there it is. Is this some kind of like architectural feat that we did as Americans? I think the whole purpose of this thing is to monument to western expansion is what it said, I think, in the Wikipedia, which means it will likely be canceled and tore down soon. I think like Lewis and Clark might have started their thing there. So, you know, this thing is due to get knocked down. So if you're around there, go check it out. It looks like a big arch. I don't even think you can walk on it or anything. I'm not really sure. It looks cool, though. Maybe in like a bunch of years, people, after, you know, the asteroid hits and wipes us out, this thing will make it, and it'll be like the modern day pyramids. Who can say? Certainly not I. Let's see. Eberhard, Anheuser, Augustus Busch, just a couple of young German boys selling German lager during World War II while Americans killed Nazis and bought their product. Okay. Yep, that makes sense. Innovative bunch they are, them Germans. Chuck Berry, Branson, Missouri, family-friendly Las Vegas, essentially, and the home of Mark Twain. These are the things I got. And when we run out of steam on the food front, we'll kick back to that and check out Yakov Smirnov's House of Fun. But we got to talk about St. Louis pizza. I wanted to bring some St. Louis pizza in. And Emos is the number one kind of place out there, I think. I mean, there's a bunch of places for St. Louis pizza. I don't know what the best is, but Emo's is the one I was trying to get my hands on, and I couldn't get it. Now, I can tell you what I know about it. Let's just do that. We don't need to call a fucking pizza place. They're probably busy. What I know about St. Louis pizza, can we get a better picture? This looks like a pretty indicative shot of what I'm about to explain. Yeah, this looks right. Okay, so what I know about St. Louis pizza. I've never had it, 1. 2, it's cracker thin. It's got to be super thin, like almost like in New Jersey or New York, we consider it a bar pie, or like a Pete and Elvis style pie. If you've been there, shout out Pete and Elvis. Thin cracker crust with 0 yeast, okay? They roll out essentially flour, water, and whatever else, make it super thin. I'm assuming they dock it with if you know dough or baking, you would understand what that is. If you don't worry about it. And then I think they toast it, or they bake it, but it doesn't really puff up. You can see how flat it is. It's supposed to be super crispy. And the other thing is they cut it into squares, which is a big thing, which I'm not mad at. It's good for sharing, which looks like it should be. It doesn't look like you want a big slice of that. That doesn't look like the most appetizing pizza. And then they use a specific type of processed cheese called Provolone cheese, which I don't know where it's from. It's a type of cheese they use in St. Louis. Apparently, it's a blend of like cheddar, Swiss, provolone kind of vibes with American melty qualities. You can see what it looks like on this pizza. It kind of tells you everything you need to know. That's St. Louis style pizza. I mean, I'd eat that. It's just not the kind of pizza that I'm looking for, but I'd eat that. That doesn't look bad. Now, I'm sure there's other varieties. People saying they make the greatest St. Louis pizza and all that. Like, here's a couple. They're all cut in squares. That's the indicative thing. If you see a pizza chopped up in squares, likely St. Louis style. I mean, it looks pretty good. Here's one loaded up. Fully loaded pizza. Yeah, not bad. Meaty, crispy. I mean, that looks like a nice bar pie to me. I'd fuck that up. Let's eat it. But at all these places that have it, a big thing that they eat with it, all throughout the great land of St. Louis, they have fried raviolis, which they call toasted raviolis for some reason. But they're deep fried. I hope there's some toasted ravioli house or something we can call. Motortown Pizza. Mama's Toscano's Ravioli. Cook at home ravioli and take out deli meats. Ah, they're closed. Ragazzis! I don't want to call restaurants. I feel like I'm a big fucking bother when I call a restaurant. I don't mind like a fast food place. Where can I get fast food? Or whatever. We got a lot of work to do here. Let's get into these fucking weird... Oh, sorry. Let's get into these weird fried raviolis. So I went to my local ravioli merchant and had them deep fry me up some, just like I read about. Old St. Louis will do. Now let's look at St. Louis fried ravs, they call them. There they are. I mean, this looks pretty close. The only thing we're missing here is some pecorino on top, but... I mean, I think we'll be all right. I don't expect them to be great. I'm sure they'll suck. I don't want to, write them off yet. But, yeah, these look pretty much like that. So, and my local Rav merchant gave me a cup of his little marinara sauce here. Looks like we have 2 varieties. I think they're both cheese. This one's nice and circular. This one's squared. I don't know why fried ravioli is a thing. It doesn't really sound good. It kind of beats everything I would want my ravioli to be. But, cheers, St. Louis. Cheers, Missouri. Old raviolis that the edges are very dry and fried. Yeah. Well, it's a thing. Are there places that probably make them very good? Yeah, I'm sure. This Emo's joint, this is the big place out there. Apparently it's like a chain. It's supposed to be very good. Maybe we could call them. I mean, I doubt they're open, but fuck it. Contact corporate. Is Emo's is it like a Domino's? If it was like a Domino's, I'll call. They don't give a shit. Let's call Emo's. Fuck it. People in the Midwest so far with our blind cold calls have been pretty nice, so let's just go with it. Let's just go with this one out in the middle of nowhere. I want to crush this ravioli. Emo's Pizza, Wentzville. No frills chain. Serving a pizza. I'm not going to call this a normal restaurant. I feel like we can call them and not really bother them. I'd expect them to hang up. They're busy. Let's give them a buzz. I need questions answered. Calling Emo's Pizza, Wentzville, Missouri.
Thank you for calling Emo's Wentzville. Hey, it's Wacky Wednesday. Buy one 16-inch extra large pizza.
Hey, it's Wacky
Get one
Wednesday.
free until 8 p.m. We'll be with you in a moment.
Sick. That was wacky, bro.
Thank you for calling Emo's. Can I start you off with a phone number?
How you doing? I just had a couple questions about the St. Louis style pizza. Do you have a minute?
What's going on?
I do a show on food and drink of every state, and St. Louis, or Missouri rather, the first thing I could find is like St. Louis pizza is a big thing. So I tried to get the Emo's Pizza out by me. I couldn't do it, so I just had a couple questions about it. Like, what makes it uniquely St. Louis to you? Yeah, I'm assuming you live out in Missouri, so.
Oh, for sure. I mean, there could be a better day to call because today is Wacky Wednesday.
I mean, if you're busy, that's cool. I don't want to hold you up, for sure. I just had a couple questions. All good, dude. Well, get your Wacky Wednesday on. I'll call some other time.
Right on, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, between 4 and 8 on Wednesdays, we're pretty wrecked.
Sling those pizzas, bro. I'll talk to you.
But yeah, it's delicious. All right, man.
All right, good to know. Later, brother.
Oh, yeah. All right, bye.
Well, that's it for St. Louis Pizza. It's delicious. Thanks, Emo's. That's about as much attention as you gave me when I gave you money to send me pizza. Appreciate it. All right, moving on. Talk about the barbecue sauce a little bit. We hit these raviolis, which, I mean, this is like a snack. I feel like I'm just eating like a bad bowling alley snack. I'm not really, you know? You know what I mean when I do this? Like, I'm not, Just put these here. I put the cheesy red checker thing on because it just seemed like that's what you would do here. This sauce sucks, too. This place is terrible. Anyway, we're not poo-pooing the place. It's not what we're here for. Okay, we got our Budweiser intact. Thank God. I mean, there's EVERCLEAR here. I looked into making an EVERCLEAR cocktail, but no, we won't be doing that. It's bad enough I'm drinking Budweiser. I don't think popping an EVERCLEAR cocktail in here would be good. Do you know what EVERCLEAR is, everyone? Does everyone even know what EVERCLEAR even is? EVERCLEAR is a brand name of a rectified spirit, also known as grain, alcohol, and neutral spirit. It essentially is 95% alcohol by volume. Putting that into perspective, usually your standard vodkas are 40% alcohol by volume. This is a I believe distilled from, it says American grain. I was going to say corn, but I guess it's American grain. It's absolutely terrible. It's pure grain alcohol. They say it'll make you blind, if you drink it. This is as strong as it gets. You would infuse, the only time I purchased this and used it, I would infuse lemons into it, make limoncello and other things, and you can make your own stuff. Typically, vodkas and gins and rums have an alcohol concentration of about 40% alcohol by volume. This is 95% alcohol by volume. This shit will fuck you up. It's not really meant to even drink. It's meant for mixing, and you can make a big batch of something with it. Like you want to make a punch by the gallon, you can use it. They make it in Missouri though. It's a Missouri-based product, so let's look into it. That's why I got it. Is EVERCLEAR legal in Missouri? Yes. Okay, we know that they make it there. They don't have a website. I guess there's no everclear.com. It's probably made by some fucking huge conglomerate or something. I mean, it's garbage. You don't want to drink it. It has no real taste. I haven't smelt this in a long time, but let's just do it. Do it for the show. Woo! Oh, woo-hoo! Oh! The smell is very bold. It's aggressive. It smells just like, it smells like rubbing alcohol. Now, I'm not going to take a shot. It smells like rubbing alcohol. I'm just going to take a little bit on a spoon just to get the taste in my mouth of what it is. Like, I'm pretty sure if I remember, it has zero taste. It's just harsh, aggressive. It literally smells like the shit you spray in your glasses to clean it. That's what it smells like. All right, here we go. Cheers. I like strong proof bourbons and stuff. That immediately warms your mouth up. That is crazy. My mouth felt warm. Like people, you have like a brown, rich spirit, like a bourbon that's really strong, high proof, like a 100 proof or something like that. This is 190 proof, just for the record. Like you get a 100 proof bourbon and it kicks you out of your ass a little bit. This smells like rubbing alcohol, and as soon as it hits your mouth, it feels like an explosion, not of flavor, but of heat and warmth. Literal warmth in my mouth. Little to no taste. Nothing lingering. It feels like I kind of Listerine or something just now. We'll put the top on this real tight, maybe make something nice and drink it next year after we stew it out. But that's what the EverClear is about. So thanks, Missouri, for, I guess you like to get fucked up. You got Budweiser, you got EverClear. Man, those are two big hitters for disastrous alcoholics. All right. Woo! Wash that down with Bud, you know? Okay. So we got into the hot thing. I'm drinking the cold thing, so I got the time-sensitive things kind of out of the way. I kind of wanted to watch a little bit of a video of like a Budweiser tour. But let's get into the what I think is going to be a great product out of St. Louis. I'd love to call these guys and talk serious with them for a minute, and I'm just going to do that right now. This is Salumi Bedu. Turn off the music, bro. Get it together. Love to talk to these guys.
Thank you for calling Parker's Table. This is Kim. How may I help you?
Parker's Table. Oh, I thought it was calling Salumi Bedu. Is this Salumi Bedu?
We are their storefront outlet. Yes.
Ah, nice. Okay, I just had a couple questions about the product. I don't know if you're the right person to talk to or not.
You can try me.
All right, I'll try you. So I do a show on food and drink of like every state, and this week we're doing like Missouri. So I bring in food and drink from the states, kind of like iconic to it. There's St. Louis pizza, and I know you guys apparently love fried raviolis, but I'm always looking for something that's like, you know, uniquely made in the state. And I thought this Salumi Bedu stuff was like pretty legit, so I brought in the Finocchio. I don't know how to say it right. And I'm gonna eat it, but I eat say it again. I'm sorry, you're gonna say it better than me. Finocchiona. Okay, great. And I'm Italian. That should be disgraced.
I like it.
All right, thanks. So I guess I mean, I wanted to ask a little bit about how they make their stuff. If they get their product from Missouri, is it like Missouri-based stuff? I remember I looked into it when I ordered it, but I ordered a couple of weeks ago, and I'm finally just sitting down to get into it.
Let me see if Phil knows more than I do. The meat is local.
Yeah, that's
Missouri.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't need like specific.
Hold on one moment.
Yeah, I'm just curious about this stuff. Awesome.
Info.
Awesome. Thank you. Fried wraps. Let's open this up.
Hello, this is Phil.
Hey, Phil. How you doing? You guys?
I'm doing great. How are you?
That's good. My name's Billy. I just had a couple questions about the Salumi Bedu products, but if you guys are real busy, I don't want to hold you up.
Yeah, no, we're good.
All right, cool. So, like I said, my name's Billy, and I'm doing like a show, like a podcast I put on YouTube like every week about the food and drink of every state. So every week I do a different state. This week is Missouri. And
great.
I looked into some food and drink, and I got some stuff, but more importantly, the one I was most excited about was the Salumi Bedu stuff. And I just called the number, and I realized that I guess you're just a reseller for them or whatever, which is cool.
Yeah. So when they started, they had a retail frontage shop down in like the Southampton area of St. Louis, and it just kind of grew. Their business just grew almost exponentially for them, and it just kind of their wholesale accounts just got so large that they didn't really have time to run a retail shop anymore.
Sure.
So they purchased a wholesale, facility, manufacturing kind of facility, and up in St. Louis County, and then we became their retail hub.
Cool.
Well, you can get their products other places. We do have the best selection, and we get items that, such as their whole muscle cures.
Oh, a nice copa, something like that. Nice.
Right. Like today, we've got a really nice copa picante. I have a rolled and cured pancetta.
Yes.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful Duroc hog culatello.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
It's just phenomenal.
Yeah, you only get so many of those whole muscles on the hogs, so that is nice that you get first pick. That's a good thing for you guys.
Yeah, it's great. They're not bad to sample every once in a while either.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But it's great to have those. Yeah, it's great to have those exclusives. They look great on charcuterie trays that we make up here in the shop.
Nice. Yeah, I got the Finocchionia, which I'm going to try now. But I got a couple others too in the pack, but this is the one I ripped out first.
Oh yeah, the Finocchiona. That's probably the most popular.
Nice.
That's probably the most popular overall.
Yeah, it's a simple.
That Tuscan style.
It's a good test usually of a good butcher shop. It looks beautiful, smells beautiful. Let me. I mean, do you know about, like, I remember reading about it when I ordered it. I don't remember exactly, but do they get, or at least attempt to source most of their stuff from, like, local farms, like Missouri-based stuff? Is that the idea?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Now, it's not necessarily all Missouri.
Sure.
Now, he does get, but it is, like, local or regional.
Right, as much as you can,
sure,
right, of course.
Because, whenever he... Ashley, his business partner, she always jokes that when someone comes in and wants to sell any hogs or anything like that, then Marco sits down and has about an hour-long conversation about what they eat and just the whole process of how they're raised.
That makes me so happy. Like, that's the kind of place I want to support. Like, I'm all about that. That makes me truly happy.
Yeah.
I'm glad I found these guys.
Yeah, they really do put a lot of care into it.
I mean, it shows. The packaging's beautiful. This looks gorgeous. It tastes delicious. I mean, I'm excited to try all the stuff I got, but that's really, like I said, the show we do, I bring in, like, food and drink from each state every week. And I tried to get some St. Louis pizza in, but I couldn't get it here, I guess. And I was going to make it. And I said, well, I never had it, so I'm not going to make it, right? But I know that's the thing, and I know the fried raviolis are a thing, so I got some of those. I'll have those on the show.
Yep.
And then as far as drink-wise go, it has Budweiser, which is, made out there originally at least. So that's a classic.
Yep.
And I got a bottle of Everclear just because I had it here, and I guess they make that out there too, which isn't really anything fantastic, but it's Missouri-based.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question about Missouri real quick, outside of the
Sure.
Salumi Bedu? I'm pronouncing it wrong, probably.
Yeah.
So I'm from New Jersey, and I do the show, and most every week I ask my guests the same thing. Like, in New Jersey, I would explain it like regionally is North Jersey, closer to New York, like kind of New York vibes. Central Jersey, maybe beach town kind of vibes a little bit. And South Jersey is more like closer to Philadelphia, maybe, so it has kind of like Philadelphia essence, let's call it. How would you break out Missouri? Like, I'm looking at it on a map. I see that you got, Kansas City all the way to the west, which is like a city you share with Kansas, which is strange, and St. Louis all the way on the east, and then a lot in the middle that, I don't know much about. So how would you break it out in that sense?
I kind of break it like, southern Missouri, southern Missouri is more or less like the South.
Okay.
It's kind of how I think of it. It's like, it's Bible Belt, biscuits and gravy, that kind of cuisine.
Right.
And then you get a little bit north, you get a little bit more kind of cosmopolitan with St. Louis and Kansas City.
Right.
Both pretty diverse cities. I was actually born in Kansas City.
Oh, all right.
Moved to St. Louis with my parents when I was young.
I thought it was really weird. When I did the Kansas show, I thought Kansas City was in Kansas, but then I remembered once I had a layover there and I wasn't in Kansas. It was very strange. It's a weird city.
Right. It's like the bulk of it's on the Missouri side, but there's still a good chunk on the that Kansas
It's just
side.
very interesting. And Kansas City is shared between Missouri and Kansas, but yeah.
Yeah, very odd. And some people kind of wish that we did that with East St. Louis across the river just to help that city out.
Right. Yeah, I see it's on the river right there. So, yeah. Interesting.
A little bit more, because the best views of St. Louis are actually, of the skyline are actually on the other side of the river.
Yeah, that's what it's like
from Illinois.
In New York, too. And best views of Manhattan are either from Brooklyn or Jersey City, flanking each side. It's not the city itself, obviously.
Right.
So, I guess, I could talk about the salami all day, but, what else about Missouri, I guess, do you think? Is there any other kind of iconic foods that stick out that you would think would be, uniquely Missouri, or any kind of drinks also? It says food and drink kind of focus, so I'm sure you guys don't walk around drinking Buds in Everclear with Missouri pride, but, I'm sure there's a million breweries. Every state has a million breweries.
A lot of beer. St. Louis, really, we have a real... just almost an embarrassment of wealth with the smaller craft breweries that we have in the city. I'd put them up against any city in the country. I mean, it's pretty phenomenal with Perennial and Four Hands, Perennial, Civil Life. There's just even the old guards, Schlafly, and Side Project is one of the higher regarded ones. They only do barrel aged.
Nice. Yeah, I like the breweries.
Only do barrel aged beer.
Out here, they have places that are there's so many breweries, they start focusing on one kind of style, which is great. I think that's fantastic. That's the way to do it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Is there any other kind of food that you would think sticks out in Missouri? I know the pizza's an iconic thing.
Right, the pizza, the toasted ravioli, that's what a lot of people think of. There's the old... it used to be, back in the day, there used to be the old brain sandwich.
Brain sandwich?
St. Louis. Yeah. You don't see, there's not too many people that do that.
Is it actual, deep fried brain put on a roll?
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
It was, I forgot all of the fixings that came on that, but it's been slowly dying off, as you can imagine.
Interesting.
But that was kind of considered a St. Louis thing. St. Louis, I'd say St. Louis in particular, a little more Italian food.
Right. Okay.
The Hill is a big neighborhood that, kind of big on Italian food.
Nice.
Barbecue.
Obviously, right. Kansas City barbecue's big.
Kansas City barbecue, yeah, and finally, probably about 10 to 15 years ago, St. Louis barbecue took a leap up with Pappy's, and then several other restaurants,
right?
Several other good barbecue, but just St. Louis didn't quite have it before that.
Right.
Whereas Kansas City definitely did.
Yeah, Kansas City dominates for the barbecue, at least when it comes to Missouri barbecue, I'd say.
I'm not sure we quite have that high-end barbecue like they do now, but we're respectable.
Barbecue's a spectrum. There's a spot for all the places of barbecue, I think. So that's fair.
Exactly.
Cool. All right. Well, man, I don't want to hold you up all day. I could talk to you about Missouri all day, but I'm sure you got stuff I got to do.
Oh, sure.
The Salumi Betty stuff is, or I'm saying it wrong. Salumi Bedu stuff.
Oh, yeah, they are top notch.
Yes, it's fantastic. I'm stoked to get into it and try it. Cool. And what was your name again?
Phil.
Phil, thanks so much, man. My name's Billy, and I appreciate all your insight from Missouri. It was great.
Hey, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, have a great day.
Thanks,
have a good
bud.
podcast.
You too. Thanks.
All right. Thanks. Cheers.
Hey, Phil from Missouri. Thanks, Phil. You're the shit. That was great. He actually gave us some really good info. Brain sandwiches. Nah, get the fuck out of here. Let's try this finocchione. Anyway, back to the Salumi Bedu. Before we get into brain sandwiches and I get totally not hungry. On the side of the package here, it says, Salumi Bedu is a small artisan company dedicated to crafting Italian and European-style cured meats, fresh sausages, and regional Italian specialty foods. We pride ourselves on using only the highest quality heritage Midwestern pork and the freshest spices we can procure. Each salami is handmade and slow-cured to produce traditional tastes with a new world twist. Salumi Bedu is Sicilian for beautiful cured meats. Well, this is fucking beautiful. There's no question about it. This is a beautiful piece. I don't know if you can see this. This is a beautiful piece of finocchione. Butchering it. I can't pronounce anything. Terrible. Can't even say my name. Finocchione. It's really beautiful. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if the goods cam could show you. Really nice marbling on that. Really nice texture. It's not hard. Really soft, really smooth, bendable. Usually some of these sausages and salumis you get are very hard and tough to cut through. Doesn't seem like there's a casing on it. Big, delicious black pepper taste right out the gate. Does it say anything about the pork on here? Care and usage. No. Big black pepper, garlic. I think this is the one they cure in red wine. Let's see. Wow, that's really good. Lingering taste. Anise. Simple and straightforward. Tuscan-style salami is flavored with toasted fennel, black pepper, garlic, and red wine. I feel so Missouri right now, eating Midwestern, cured, high-level, heritage Berkshire, hormone-free pork made by Salumi Bedu. Sucking down a Budweiser with it, you know what I mean? Mad Missouri right now, bro. Might as well get in on one of these toasted wraps, you know? They're not great. They're really not. But there's cheese in them, and it's kind of like going. So, we're gonna finish it. Okay. Damn, I could eat this whole thing. It'd probably kill me, but that's really good. Wow. All right. Let's watch a Budweiser tour. That's what I wanted to do. Visiting the Budweiser Brewery in St. Louis. In the loop.
We have made it to the Holy Land.
I don't know if we're allowed to play this really even.
Something I had to do. We're gonna go on the tour and probably drink some beer. Check out. I imagine the rest of the shop, but as a big fan of beer,
Let's just fast forward a little bit.
Also, beers in the bottle.
That's not a good one. Maybe this shorter one.
If you didn't stop by Anheuser-Busch, you didn't see St. Louis.
Oh yeah, this is all right. Yeah, this is it. All right, so let's see where it is on the map. That's gonna be good. Budweiser St. Louis. I can't even spell. Look at that. I just want to see where it is in town. All right, so the Anheuser-Busch St. Louis plant, brewery with tours and the beer gardens right there. I guess it looks like it's downtown-ish. This looks like a downtown vibe, Central West. Yeah, this looks like a downtown area. So it's right down there. Let's get in here. This is let's give credit to Golfing Country TV, who did this video. Great. Thanks for the content.
The must-do things in St. Louis is the
How did this guy... Oh, God. I don't even want to start. What's this?
Budweiser Brewery Tour. And while you're there, you're gonna want to see the Clydesdales. They're magnificent horses. This one stands over 20 hands high. Rebecca tells us how the tradition of the Clydesdales got started.
If you're wondering how the tradition of the Clydesdales came to be, it was a celebration for the end of Prohibition in 1933, when August Jr. gave August Sr. a 6-horse hitch for that celebration of the end of Prohibition.
Okay.
And today they are one of the proud traditions of America.
Our next stop is the Brew House.
Oh, yes, the Brew House.
1891, and still working, still creating magic.
Creating magic.
1876.
Magic.
That was the year Budweiser was introduced to the world. Their reputation is for the utmost purity and quality in all products bearing their name.
I don't know.
Maybe that's why Budweiser is considered the king of beers.
King of beers, bro.
The artwork in the brewery, it is
not
true Americana.
If we're going to drink garbage beer, I mean, I can't drink Bud Light. That has a weird taste. Coors Light, weird taste. This is not. This is, you know. I mean, feels right. You just grow up seeing this bottle, and it's like, that's what beer is. Just the most generic beer bottle. The Great American Budweiser Lager Beer, which is actually German. Go figure. How American. Stop eating the fried wraps.
Continuing our tour, we head down to where they bottle and package America's favorite beer. On the inside, I find out exactly how big this Anheuser-Busch family of beers is.
Oh, wow.
This packaging line can produce 1,300 bottles each and every minute.
1,300 bottles a minute? Wow.
Unfortunately, it is not running today.
Oh, sad.
But we still will get a look at it anyways.
Oh, that's exciting.
You can just imagine the noise that goes on here when you have thousands and thousands of bottles rolling by.
Get off my lawn with your loud beer machine noise.
The end of the tour deserves the toast to this historic landmark. Here's to Anheuser-Busch and its fine family of beers.
This is a terrible video. Sorry, guys. Guy's voice was great, though, right? All right, it's enough about Bud. Give me that bed music. There we go. All right, I can't stop eating these fucking fried raviolis. It tastes like garbage, though. No, nothing to do with it. This sausage is fantastic. Go to Salumi Bedu and get your hands on some of that product. That is fantastic. We talked about the arches here. Fried brain sandwich. I guess we didn't talk about those. A sandwich is generally served on calf's brains on sliced bread. Thinly sliced fried slabs on white toast became widespread on menus in St. Louis, Missouri after the rise of the city's stockyards in the late 1880s. Interesting. Although demand there has so dwindled that only a handful of restaurants still offer them. They remain popular in the Ohio River Valley, where they are served heavily battered on hamburger buns. Mom and pop eateries. Specifically, the Hilltop Inn. Get me the Hilltop Inn. Can we get the Hilltop Inn on the line? That's a Holiday Inn. That's not what we're looking for. Beckerly's Hilltop Tavern? It's not what Wiki says. Evansville, Indiana offered several mom and pop West Side Nut Club Festival. By the West Side Nut Club? Hold on here. West Side Nut Club Fall Festival. I'm gonna knock this fucking beer over. Let's see here. Oh boy, these Midwestern states love a festival. Oh, sponsored by Pepsi. This must be somewhat legit. Munchie map. Pull it up. Show me the munchie map. Where can I get me a brain sando? This is too much work here. What's the name of the place that has it? Kistner's, a traditional. That's in Ohio. We're not in Ohio, bro. In Indiana. No, we're talking about Missouri, bro. All right. Well, it doesn't say a place in Missouri. Maybe that's why. Whatever. Okay, so they fry calf's brains, and it looks like they eat it with, like, what is this? Onions? I mean, there's a big German population out there, hence the Budweiser. So what do you get? Some onions, some mayo. Looks like some fucking kraut on the side. Some sad-ass onion rings right there. It looks like they're in a diner. Look at this placemat here. World War G. Bob and Tom in the morning, it says. That's hilarious. All right, that's enough. Thanks for the brain sandwiches, Barry, or whatever your name was, that helped us out from that fantastic restaurant. What was the name of that place? Let's plug that place. The Salumi Bedu's, like, outpost. Parker's Table, St. Louis, Missouri. If you go out there, fucking go there. Support them. Kiki! Isn't it, there's a song, right? Kiki, do you love me? Or KK? I don't know if we're even pronouncing this correctly. Let's call these fucking people. Now, when I'm procuring products for the show, sometimes I know exactly what I'm getting. And other times I don't. Other times I'm aimlessly walking around the store like this. Fuck! What can I get from Missouri? Is this from Missouri? No. Is this? No. I saw this stupid bright green bottle and said, there's no fucking way this is from Missouri. Now, lo and behold, this fucking thing, this key lime pie cream liqueur, is bottled by Kiki Beach Distilling Company in Weston, Missouri. I don't know what I'm doing to my stomach this episode. I'm drinking Budweiser, a sip of Everclear, roasted, toasted, fucking fried raviolis, really high quality, delicious pork salumi, and now some key lime cream. What the hell's the name of Kiki Beach? What is it called? Kiki Beach Distilling Co. It doesn't even show up online, so it must not exist. Is it like one of these fake places that makes it somewhere else? A lime by any other name? Is this all they make? This is all they make. The original key lime pie cream liqueur. This is all they make. I thought this was a distilling company. This is getting a little bit more interesting now, I must say. I mean, I like the color of these. I do love key lime. I'm kind of excited. I generally don't like cream liqueurs, I'm not going to lie. Let's see. Well, give me the story on this, then. I was sort of shit on it. This unique cream liqueur tastes just like a key lime pie, right down to the hint of graham cracker in the finish, which leads me to believe they are using artificial graham cracker flavor, which I won't like. On its own, over ice, or in a number of Kiki cocktails, Kiki delivers the taste of summer all year long. Cool. A lime by any other name. Key limes get their name from their association with the Florida Keys, a strip of tropical islands over 100 miles long that form the southernmost tip of the continental U.S. How does this have to do with anything to do with Missouri? The key lime is alternatively known as the West Indian lime, the Mexican lime, or the bartender's lime as well. What makes a key lime so distinct? It differs from the more traditional Persian variety of the lime because it's smaller and less acidic and has a stronger lime aroma, and has a unique taste that is sweeter and less tart than the traditional counterpart. If you remember our Florida episode, we had some really high quality key lime juice and made cocktails with it, and they were fantastic. I do have to say that key lime juice is a fantastic bartender's friend. It's easy as pie. The key lime is most renowned for starring a role in famed southern dessert that dates back over 100 years, eh? Whatever. Cocktail recipes, no information about it. 15% alcohol by volume, 30 proof. By contrast, this is 30 proof. This is 195 proof. You could drink this whole bottle and just have a stomach ache and drink a shot of this and go blind. FYI. Missouri fucking parties, apparently. Everywhere in between. Flat-ass pizza, fried raviolis, weak sauce key lime, fucking cream liqueur for some reason, and go blind juice with a bud in the middle. Cheers. All right, I mean, I want to talk to somebody about it, but I don't know. I don't know how. Contact, it just brings up an email field. I don't want to send you a message. I want to call you. Yeah, I don't know how to get in touch with these guys. I mean, could we search them out? KikiCocktails.com. I don't know who to talk. There's no one really representing this brand, which means it's probably made by some huge conglomerate. But you know what? Let's stop wasting our time and let's just get in there. Kiki, do you love me? I don't know why I'm shaking this. I'm sure this doesn't need to be shaken. Very green bottle. Pictures of key lime on the top. Oh, it has a recipe on the back. Key lime martini. 1 part Kiki key lime pie cream liqueur. 1 part 360 Madagascar vanilla flavored vodka. Combine and shake with ice. Yeah, I'm sure this would be good with vanilla vodka, but I haven't even tried it. To enjoy Kiki at its best. Refrigerator after opening. Once opening, consume within 6 months. Kiki, do you love me? Well, oh boy. Well, it's so green, the green screen doesn't pick it up. It's fucking super green. Super green Osborne. Well, cheers This looks like the creme de mint cream or the pistachio liqueur that I've had before. Let's just fucking try it. Smells creamy. Smells like key lime. Like it smells like sugar with. It smells like key lime filling, pie filling, chocker. Not as sweet as I thought it would be. Not as artificial tasting as I thought it would be. Although it does have artificial vibes, no question. Look at the recipes there. What the fuck would you do with this? Make Kiki juice. Island juice. Kiki limeade. Kiki mojito. Kiki margarita. Your place or mine. 1 part this, 1 part coconut rum. Club soda. Dumb name for a drink. Tell me about the Kiki colada. 1 ounce Kiki. I'm just saying Kiki all the fucking time. Kiki key lime pie cream liqueur. Do you think this was made by someone who has a stutter? What are we gonna call it? Kiki key lime pie with cream liqueur. What? The fuck did you just say? Todd, what was the name of it? Kiki key lime pie liqueur, cream liqueur. Oh. Let's just call it Kiki. It's a good name. Fire him, but good name. 1 ounce Kiki key lime pie cream liqueur, 1 ounce white rum, splash of pina colada mix, splash of pineapple juice. I'm out. Get your pina colada mix out of here. These drinks stink. Kiki Island Retreat. Another lame drink here. 1 ounce Kiki cream pie liqueur. Cream pie. No, not that. That's not what it is. Kiki key lime pie cream liqueur. Not cream pie liqueur. McCormick rum. These recipes stink. This is not a real distilling company. This is made by some fucking. This is probably made by Budweiser, for Christ's sakes. This could be an offshoot of what they make at that Budweiser plant. Because there's no. This is a fake distilling company. It's called Kiki Beach Distilling Company, Weston, Missouri. Show me Weston, Missouri. Is that even real, or are you still fucking lying to me? Show me Weston. There it is. Look at this tiny ass little place. I think legally they have to say where it's made. This is a tiny little town. Weston Wine Company. Perthel Wine. Yeah, they do wine out in Missouri. Well, fuck it. These guys open. Let's call them. They're booze hounds. They'll talk. Closing soon. Let's call them. Doesn't mean to call them booze hounds, but let's call them. Weston Wine Company. Good reviews. 4.5.
Thank you for calling Weston Wine Company. How can I help you?
Hi, how you doing? My name's Billy, and I'm doing a show on Missouri and the food and drink of Missouri, and I see that there's a lot of wine going on out there, and I just stumbled across your website, and I just had a couple questions if you have a minute. Unless you're busy.
I do have a minute. However, I'm sure the owner would prefer to be the one to answer questions, and she's out of town.
Okay. I mean, I just had questions really about Missouri as a whole, not necessarily just Weston wine, but that's all good.
Okay.
Whatever.
If it's Missouri as a whole, I can try to answer.
Yeah. Are you? What's your name?
My name is Hannah.
Hannah, my name is Billy. Nice to talk to you. Yeah, so I do, like I said, I do a show every week on a different state, and we talk about the food and the drink of the state, and I usually bring in stuff from the state and kind of like, you know, get a vibe for the state. That's kind of the idea. So this week is Missouri, and what do I have? I got some Budweiser, because, you know, everyone loves the Budweiser is made in Missouri. Apparently EVERCLEAR is made out there. I got a bottle of that for no reason. And then the food, St. Louis pizza was a big thing, and then toasted raviolis also.
Emos.
Yeah, emos. I tried to get emos sent here, but they couldn't send it here for whatever reason. I don't know. And then toasted raviolis are a thing, so I got some of those, and I got some of those, and they're all right. Maybe I didn't do them right. But like I said, I was looking around, and I also got another liqueur that's called Key Lime Pie Cream Liqueur, and I was looking at where they make it, and it brought me to Weston. And of course, this just seems like a fake company. I don't think they even make this out there. But I saw that there's a wine company, and I remember reading about Missouri wine, and I was like, oh, let me see if you guys are around.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a quick question about Missouri. Like I said, as a whole, I've never been there. I'm from New Jersey. if I was to explain New Jersey to somebody, I break it out like North Jersey's close to New York. It's got kind of like New York vibes. Central Jersey's kind of like shore towns maybe. And then South Jersey's closer to Philly. So it has kind of like a Philly kind of vibe. How would you break out Missouri? Kind of like that. Like I know that St. Louis is all the way to the east and Kansas City to the west, but there's a lot in the middle there. Like I got nothing on. So what would you say?
I mean, it kind of depends. You have all the way up to like Columbia area. You're going to have your people who say they're from St. Louis. They're going to tell you they're Cardinals fans, stuff like that. And then from like past Columbia to the Kansas City side and a little bit into Kansas, you're going to have people saying, oh, I'm all about the Royals and the Chiefs, stuff like that. So it's kind of like a half and half divide for sports.
Right.
As for like the towns in the middle, I don't know much about most of them.
That's fair.
I know like Herman is a really big wine town. Columbia is a really big college town. But outside of that, yeah, we don't. Nobody knows much about the middle.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I don't know much about Missouri as a whole. I only know Kansas City, which is weird because it's not in Kansas. Like, it's just strange. I remember we did the Kansas episode. It was strange. What kind of wine is going on in Missouri? I mean, I love wine. I'm kind of knowledgeable about wine. Like, they grow grapes in Missouri, generally speaking.
So we have a couple that are pretty native to Missouri, and that's going to be your Norton and your Chamberson grape.
Okay, I get some of that out here. Like
Virginia,
Virginia does some stuff like that. I think those are like big red juicy grapes.
Yeah, it's really hard to find them much outside of Missouri, as far as I'm aware. Like that's typically known as a Missouri wine.
Cool.
They blend them a lot of times,
Right.
or they do it with like a fruit wine sometimes as a blend.
Cool. Yeah, that's. I'm always interested to find these states that have like a big wine culture. Like Arizona, I was surprised at this big wine culture. They have great wine out there too. I tried some of it. It was really fantastic. I mean, you would never think that though. You know, you always hear about all these other states and the Finger Lakes or something like that, like reaching out. But Arizona has some great wine.
Right.
Is there anything like food and drink wise outside of what I mentioned? I guess the St. Louis pizza is obviously a big thing. That's like cracker type pizza and that. Is there anything else that you would say is like uniquely Minnesota or not Minnesota? Sorry, Missouri, that comes to mind?
Yeah, Kansas City is very barbecue driven.
Right.
We have a lot of like barbecue joints around here.
Good barbecue also.
Sorry?
I said good barbecue too. I've had some.
Yes, we have some very good barbecue.
Nice.
But I would say food-wise, that's probably what Kansas City is most known for.
those are the big hits, right? And outside of I guess your delicious wine there and Budweiser, which isn't I guess it's made in Missouri or was at some point. Is there anything else?
Yeah, it's out of St. Louis.
Yes,
actually.
Exactly. So that's why I was like, oh, that works. That's a good one. Is there any other kind of like I know some states have like a unique like liquor or distillery that's kind of like to them and something that they kind of just like love. Is there anything like that in Missouri or not so much?
Yeah, so McCormick Vodka, and Holiday Distillery, that is actually in Kansas City up in Weston.
Okay. McCormick Vodka, here we go.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, you can get a handle of McCormick Vodka pretty much anywhere, at least around here. I'm assuming other places too.
Definitely not by me. I looked and I couldn't find anything except for, oh, look, McCormick makes, I'm looking at what they make. They make all this stuff. They make the tequila rose. I've seen that. That's like a weird cream.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, they make the Kiki stuff I have. Okay. This is all making more sense now. I got the Kiki cream. I bought this Kiki key lime pie cream liqueur, which generally is nothing I would ever buy, but instead it was from Missouri. So I was like, all right, we're doing it for the show. But I was like, what the hell does key lime have to do with Missouri? But I get it. They just make all these liqueurs and stuff. Okay. So this is making a lot more sense now. Awesome.
And then Boulevard is also a Kansas City brewing company. They do seltzers, they do beers.
Yeah, I've had some Boulevard beers. They're delicious. Those are good. All right, so we'll get at this. Okay, so McCormick, that's unique. That's good. All right, cool. Well, I don't want to hold you up. Like, I appreciate your time. Is there anything else you would say, I guess we should know about Missouri as a whole? Or are we hitting the notes here a little bit?
I think we've got most of it. If you're interested in any more about wine, I would definitely check out people that are in the Herman and the Augusta wine trails.
The Herman and Augusta wine trails. Let me pull that up. Herman, Missouri. Here we go. Where's that? Let's see. Oh, okay. It's outside of St. Louis. All right. Right? Is this right? Let's see. I'm looking on the map right now. That's the only reason I feel like I'm talking to nobody. Where is it? Herman, Missouri. Yeah. All right, cool. Herman and Augusta Wine Trail. Well, if I ever get out there, I'm going to crush some Missouri wine and see how it is. Is it good? Is it generally sweeter or drier? What do you feel about Missouri wine?
Norton and Chambersons are generally dry wines.
Right. Okay, cool. Well, cheers to you, Hannah. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it. I don't want to hold you up. I hope you have a good day, and that's good info. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
These Midwestern/Southern people are so nice. Now that I know this is made by the same people that make that tequila rose garbage, it tastes just like that with key lime pie flavoring. Not impressed. It's fine. I mean, I'll make some tiki drinks with it, I'm sure. Oh, the bottle's definitely green screening. All right. I mean, I think we hit a lot of Missouri here. We could keep making phone calls, but honestly, I think we hit all the notes I wanted to hit. St. Louis, Kansas City, Missouri, week 25, Missouri in the bag. Missouri, you've given America the king of beers, Budweiser. You've given us EVERCLEAR to make people blind from drinking. You have a weird company that makes very strange cream liqueurs and brands them under weird fake business names. Impressive. Very entrepreneurial, like the man who started Budweiser, selling, profiting off German beer during World War II while we killed Nazis. Toasted raviolis and weird flat pizza from Emo's is a big thing. I don't know what's up with the toasted raviolis. It's, you know, I think you guys didn't figure out what you're supposed to do with a ravioli. But you know what? Good bowling alley food. I don't know how else to call it that. Your pizza looks like a bar pie. You look like you specialize in bowling alley food. Not lying. The most important and most delicious thing that we got out of you was salumi bedu. You should definitely check these people out. I highly endorse this salumi we had. Is super delicious, and I have a couple other ones I'm super stoked to get into now. Check them out. Salumi bedu. We'll have the link in the comments and stuff on the YouTube. Week 25, Missouri. Week 25 in the bag. Where does that bring us? Next week, let's see it. Bring up the schedule. That's not a schedule. That's a schedule. Week 25, Missouri in the bag. Week 26, my word. Montana is on deck. That's exciting. What's going on in Montana? Only thing I know about Montana is Bozeman. I've heard of Bozeman. I hear it's great. Also, former, arguably the best of the Batmans, Michael Keaton lives up there. Maybe we'll have him on as a special guest. Who can say? Thanks, everybody, for joining the show. Appreciate you all. Thank you all in the chat. Holla, y'all the best. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, @TheBillyVegas, @HackChef for all your cooking needs. What else? YouTube, bitsandbytes.us in your browser will bring you right to our YouTube playlist. Make sure to comment, subscribe, share, all them bits. The highlight reel from this show should be up on Instagram tomorrow. Blah, 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 blah. Week 25, Missouri in the bag. Week 26 on deck. Montana coming up. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate all of you. See ya.